Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for another wild update. Today is just a beautiful day to dive into some absolute daytime chaos. And we are so ready to unpack every single messy detail with you all. Grab a snack and get comfortable because things are heating up. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen, you have to hear what is happening because I am actually losing my mind over this general hospital drama, and I need to vent about it immediately. I was eating dinner and literally choked when I realized where this storyline was going. Had to pause and text my friend immediately because the absolute audacity of Willow Kane right now is actually sending me into orbit. I am so dramatic about this, but honestly, she needs to get it together, I swear. So we all know Willow and Michael Corinthos have been trying to keep things civil for the sake of the children, right? Like, they are playing this whole co-parenting game and acting like everything is totally fine and normal, but it is not fine. It is literally the furthest thing from fine. Willow is about to completely lose her mind and decide to give Jacinda Bracken a massive piece of her mind. And I am here for the mess, but also, like Willow, look in the mirror, honey. She won't be able to hold her tongue anymore, and it is going to be explosive. Oh wait, before that happened actually, I forgot to mention earlier, but we have to talk about how this whole mess literally started. Because of course it started at the Quartermaine mansion, which is honestly just a breeding ground for absolute disaster at this point. So Olivia Quartermaine, and don't even get me started on her, because she literally has no volume control whatsoever and is always in everybody's business, was having this massive confrontation with Michael. And they're just yelling, right? Just absolutely screaming at each other in the middle of the house where anyone could hear them. And who happens to be standing right there eavesdropping? Wiley, little innocent Wiley Corinthos with his little ears just picking up the absolute worst vocabulary words possible. During this whole screaming match between Olivia and Michael, the word hooker gets dropped. Yes, you heard me. Hooker. I'm dead. I actually cannot breathe just thinking about it. Why are they screaming about hookers in a house with children? Honestly, these people need therapy. I swear. They literally have no boundaries. So Wiley hears this word, and because he's a child and children literally repeat everything they hear, he decides to ask what it means. But he doesn't just ask anyone in private. Oh no, that would be too easy. He decides to bring up this brand new vocabulary word during Brooklyn Quartermaine and Harrison Chase's social worker visit. My jaw dropped. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen like, no, Wiley, stop talking. Brooklyn and Chase are literally just trying to get approved to foster baby Phoebe. Brooklyn is already in full-blown panic mode because of that whole horrible car crash on Route 91, which is insane, by the way. The fact that she was drinking and driving and is now being framed as the fall guy for Jordan and Curtis's wreck. But that's a whole nother story. I get so distracted, I'm sorry. Okay, where was I? Right, so Brooklyn is already stressed. The social worker sitting right there judging them. And Wiley just casually drops the word hooker into the conversation. The audacity. Not okay. I'm done. So obviously Chase has to do damage control. He is such a good guy, honestly. Why is he surrounded by all this chaos? Chase has to go to Willow later and explain all the drama. He tells her exactly what happened, how Wiley overheard Olivia and Michael, and how the word came up during the most important meeting of their lives. And you know what? Willow didn't completely flip out at the time. She kept it together, which is actually shocking for her lately. But she wasn't happy about the news either. You could just see the wheels turning in her head. And I was like, are you serious right now? You're mad about this? Wait, did I already say that? Whatever, anyway. Willow is absolutely seething on the inside. She obviously doesn't like Wiley and Amelia Corinthos being exposed to someone with a past like Jacinda's, because the hooker comment was totally a Jacinda-related issue. And Willow is sitting there on her high horse acting like Jacinda is this massive threat to her children's innocence. Like, excuse me. But it gets worse. It literally gets so much worse. Because Wiley isn't just learning bad words. He is actually bonding with Jacinda. Like, really bonding. They are hanging out and connecting over spiders and video games. Spiders, I can't even... It's actually kind of cute, if you think about it. Jacinda just chilling with this little boy playing video games and talking about bugs. But for Willow, this is literally her worst nightmare coming to life. The closer Jacinda gets to Wiley, the more tension there's going to be with Willow. You can just feel the absolute hatred radiating off of Willow every time she even thinks about Jacinda breathing the same air as her kids. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly. Mark my words. There is going to be a moment where Willow catches Jacinda in a super close sweet moment. with Wiley. I can literally see it playing out in my head right now. Imagine Wiley thanking Jacinda for helping him with a school project, right? He's got his little project, he's so proud of it, and he gives Jacinda a massive hug. And right at that exact second, Willow walks into the room. I would actually scream. The tension would be so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Willow might walk in on this display of affection and completely struggle to control her temper. Her face would just do that twitchy thing she does when she's trying not to explode. And that is exactly what is going to push her over the edge. It's going to lead to Willow deciding enough is enough when it comes to Jacinda's growing connection with Wiley. She is not going to tolerate it anymore. On April 17, Willow is going to launch completely heated, unhinged confrontation with Jacinda. I am so ready for this showdown. I am actually counting down the days. It sounds like Willow is going to completely call Jacinda out for being a bad influence. She's going to throw her past right in her face, bringing up the fact that her history constantly comes up and recently led to hooker talk around Wiley. Willow is going to be so incredibly self-righteous about it, acting like she is the perfect mother of the year. She may make it crystal clear that she doesn't want Jacinda bonding with Wiley or Amelia ever again. She's going to draw this massive line in the sand and tell Jacinda to back off her kids. But honestly, let's psychoanalyze Willow for a second because I have thoughts. Part of Willow's animosity definitely stems from her own deep dark fears about being replaced as a mother figure. Think about it. She has had to reconnect with the kids after a good chunk of time apart. She feels insecure. She feels like she's losing her grip on her perfect little family image. And seeing Jacinda just effortlessly bond with Wiley over video games, it is triggering her so badly. She is terrified that Wiley is going to like Jacinda more than her. And don't even get me started on the jealousy. Despite the fact that Willow doesn't want Michael anymore romantically. Like they are done over, finished. There is definitely some jealousy there too. It is so classic. You don't want the guy, but you don't want anyone else to have him either, especially not someone who's getting close to your kids. It is so easy to see how the new woman in Michael's life would get completely under Willow's skin, even if she has absolutely zero desire to reunite with Michael herself. She just hates seeing Michael happy with someone who is effortlessly cool and fun. Jacinda is literally everything Willow isn't right now. So Willow is about to kick off this massive screaming match. She's going to be yelling, pointing fingers, acting completely unhinged. But if she thinks Jacinda is just going to stand there and take it, she is wildly mistaken. Jacinda is not a pushover. She is fierce. And this could lead to Jacinda striking back in the most iconic way possible. I am literally praying to the soap gods that Jacinda brings up the absolute massive elephant in the room. Jacinda might remind Willow that she literally landed on trial for shooting Drew Kane not too long ago. Yes, say it, Jacinda. Drag her. Willow is standing there calling Jacinda a bad influence because of some past drama and a misunderstood vocabulary word. While Willow literally shot a man and is currently blackmailing her own mother, Nina, and manipulating Charlotte Cassadine to cover her tracks. The absolute hypocrisy of it all, Jacinda needs to look Willow dead in the eye and wonder which one of them is really the bad influence here. Like, I'm sorry, but playing video games and talking about spiders is a lot less toxic than attempted murder. Willow. I will actually throw a party if Jacinda says that. Willow's jaw would drop to the floor. She would have absolutely no comeback for that because it is the 100% truth. Willow is sinking so low right now, playing dirty, keeping this massive dark secret with Kai and Trina, and yet she has the nerve to judge Jacinda. I can't. I literally cannot. General Hospital spoilers say Jacinda and Willow have some intensely tense scenes ahead, and I am telling you, you do not want to miss this. I am going to be glued to my screen on April 17. I might even take the day off work. I'm not even kidding. The drama is just too good. Why would Willow do that? Why would she poke the bear when she has so many skeletons falling out of her own closet? She is literally playing with fire, and Jacinda is about to burn her whole hypocritical argument to the ground. Okay, I need to go calm down because my heart is actually racing from typing all of this out. Let me know what you guys think because I am spiraling. Is Willow totally out of line? Is Jacinda going to destroy her? I need all your theories right now.